Hey y'all, Erin here. Today I want to share with you which book of the Bible that I think that you should read next, in my humble opinion. Okay, so I just spent the last semester studying the book of Joshua in my local Bible study, and it was so good. I got so many awesome things from it. I kept thinking, why doesn't more people talk about Joshua? He is such a major character. It's so many amazing things that happen in the book. And so I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll talk about him. Maybe by me talking about Joshua, I can get some more people to read this awesome book. So that's what I'm just do, a few minutes talking about Joshua today. I'm also gonna link a video by the Bible Project, and you can click that. It has an amazing overview of the whole book of Joshua. Okay, so why is Joshua so awesome? This book takes place right after Moses has died, and he is instated as the new leader of the people. He has a big job to do. He has big shoes to fill. So he is going to be leading God's people into the promised land. Joshua is 24 chapters. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You could read the whole thing in one sitting, or you could read one chapter a day, or you could do something like I did. You can use a companion book like this one. This is called Leading Wherever You Are, 7 Weeks in the Book of Joshua by Teresa Swanstrom. So this book focuses on Joshua and the idea of leadership. So good. There's many different ways that you could read the book. You could read it by yourself. You could read it with one friend. You can read it in a group setting. I just hope that you pick up your Bible and you do read it. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to talk about is this overarching theme that I saw through this book. Over and over and over, I saw be strong and courageous all throughout this book. So even if you're not a leader, just as a person in general, that is a great command for us to be strong and courageous. But especially when you're looking at the leadership side of things, that is a great principle for all leaders to have. And you know what? This other thing, is everyone a leader? And I would say yes. If anyone is in your sphere of influence, you have the ability to be leading them. So for me, I am a stay-at-home homeschool mama, but I am a leader. I'm a leader to my children. So all of these principles in the book of Joshua and of course in this study are so relevant to all of our lives. Next, I wanted to talk about my favorite part of this book. And I think I'm going to give you a little bit more context in this part. So it is the character of Rahab. So Rahab, she is a prostitute living in the city of Jericho, and she has a house within the walls. So Joshua has sent spies out to Jericho to get a lay of the land, and they end up at her house. She knows who they are. She's heard all about Joshua. She knows who the Lord is, and she decides to make a decision that will change everything. She not only hides the two spies, but she helps them escape, and she makes a deal with them. She says, if you will spare our lives, I'll help you get out. And so they did that. She helped them get out, and so they made a deal to spare hers and everyone in her family's life. So not only did she make this important decision that changed her life, but she changed the trajectory for her family to come. So there's definitely a benefit of studying the Bible within the context of with a book study where they get way into detail. In this book, she goes so far into detail about Rahab. I'm just going to give you a little snippet. So let's turn real quick to the book of Matthew. So Matthew is in the New Testament. Matthew is one of the Gospels. Gospel means good news. And the book of Matthew starts out with a genealogy of Jesus. I'm just going to read this little tiny bit. And so Matthew 1:5, Salmon, the father of Boaz, whose mother was Rahab. Boaz, the father of Obed, whose mother was Ruth. Obed, the father of Jesse, and Jesse, the father of King David. And the list goes on. But you see There is such a huge connection between the Old Testament and New Testament. Both of these books, Old Testament and New Testament, are so important to understand the big story of who God is, and that He is faithful and He is good and that He is trustworthy. And we see this over and over and over again throughout all the stories of the Old Testament and New Testament, and these little whispers about who Jesus is and what He's going to do for us. So that was probably my favorite little snippet. I have a few other favorites in the book of Joshua, but the one part I'm going to share real quick because it's not quite as well known, but I just love this line so much. It's Joshua 3:5, and it says, Joshua told the people, consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things among you. This verse is so awesome. Doesn't it sound like an action movie line or something? And also another reason why I love this is because this is us every day. Every day we should consecrate yourself. What does consecrate mean? Prepare yourself. For the Lord is going to do great things among you. I'm just going to leave you with that encouragement. I would love for you to read the book of Joshua and write in the comments, what was your favorite thing? What did you learn from this book that you haven't noticed before? And then also, what is your favorite verse? I can't wait to see if there's like a wide variety, or if there's like maybe everyone loves the same. Joshua 1:9, that's probably one of the biggest ones. And then we also have a verse from Joshua hanging in our kitchen. As for me and my home, we will serve the Lord. So I can't wait to see what you think about it. All right, thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hi. I'm gonna read Joshua 1:9. Do you know me? Have I not commanded you? Be strong. You be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Good job. All right, that's Joshua 1:9.